The following is a RackRadioShow.com exclusive.
And welcome back to the Rack right here on WildTalkRadio.com, brought to you, of course, by our friends over at Memorabilia Lane, memlanepromo.com, for all your memorabilia needs. So, joining us on the line right now is one of the stars of Total Divas, which you can catch Sunday nights at 9 p.m. on E! She is true wrestling royalty. Everyone, please welcome the amazing Natalya to the Rack. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me on.
Well, we're so happy to have you, and I know we don't have a lot of time because you're very, very busy, as you've got, TV tonight, but I just have to know, because we've been seeing the teasers, and they're so tantalizing. Can you tell us about, Season 2 of Total Divas?
Yeah, well, first of all, the show kind of caught fire in Season 1. It became extremely popular, and people just kind of got hooked on it, because it's such a fascinating show. It's our lives behind the scenes in WWE, and I mean, it's really, really entertaining because you've never really gotten a chance to see us in this light. But Season 2, now that you've kind of gotten to know us from Season 1, it's almost like people become even more connected to us. They feel like that relationship or that bond with us from Season 1. But Season 2, I think, is even more dramatic than Season 1. We have a new cast member. Her name is Summer, and she definitely stirs things up a little bit. I'm not going to reveal too much, but we have some issues that we certainly need to get sorted out. Hoping that we can sort it out in a professional manner. Otherwise, she's going to get body slammed by me.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we've seen the slap in the teasers, so I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I never really wanted it to get that far, but of course, she kind of brought it on herself. And now we're going full circle with it. So definitely people are excited to see it. And, she's definitely somebody that I really, really want to put the sharpshooter on every day. But, the show is great because it gives people a chance to, see that we're not perfect. And
right.
That's one of my favorite parts of doing Total Divas is that I am a perfectionist at heart. I'm a type A personality. I like to do everything. I like to have my ducks in a row, but this show has really shown me and taught me that no one is perfect, and women especially, it's okay to show people that we make mistakes, that we're human, and that being human is part of what makes people feel connected to us, and it's part of our likability. And when I started to let go of those, let those walls down and show people that I make mistakes, I'm not human, I have fears, I have insecurities, I laugh, I cry, all that and everything in between. I think that's what's really the great thing about this show, is that you see these larger than life entities, and then on Total Divas you can see that, we're really just like you.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that. I'm just curious, are we going to get a sneak peek at your fabulous shoe collection anytime soon? Because I know you have some awesome shoes.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that is really one of the most important things in my life, are my shoes. And just kidding. But no, the show is awesome because we get to wear lots of fabulous things, and of course myself and Nikki Bella, we love high fashion and dressing up and that sort of thing. So, but I'm telling you one thing, I get a lot of mileage out of my one pair of nude Christian Louboutin heels. I've probably worn those shoes like 200 times, so they were worth every penny.
Oh, I'm sure. They go with everything.
Of
they
course.
Absolutely go with everything. So you mentioned that, we get to see you as a real person, which of course you are a real person, and we appreciate that you have let us into your lives like this. And I'm curious, with a full season of Total Divas under your belt, have you gotten more comfortable with the cameras now than maybe you had been before? I mean, was it a little awkward when you first started?
Well, I think that's where the danger is that we get so comfortable in front of the cameras to the point where, I forget that cameras are around us. And so, of course, it makes for great TV, but certainly there's times when, like I said, I forget the cameras are around us, and I'll be watching a commercial on TV for Total Divas, and I'm like, I don't even remember saying that. Well, I can't believe I did that. For like, did I really say that? And then I'm watching it back going, oh my gosh, like I should have been more careful. But again, it's part of being human. It's part of being real. And it's like me or hate me, but this is who I am. So just accept me for that. And the group that we're working with E, they're so good. They're pretty much the best in the world at what they do. As far as reality TV goes, they're so professional that you really don't even know that they're there. And, you know, I end up making friends with the camera guys, and all of a sudden they're, you know, my cat loves them, and they're over sipping tea with me after the show. So it's fun, but at the same time, you know, we're still entertainers. We're still on TV. You know, I'm on my regular job with WWE is, you know, it's been life changing, and I'm always on TV with them too. So I get terrible stage fright, but at the same time, I understand too. Like my job is in front of the camera, so I've really embraced it. Yeah,
and I can understand that. I mean, so obviously it was a big adjustment for you. Was it difficult for TJ as well?
TJ is more shy than me. We're actually kind of the opposite. TJ is very focused on his in-ring ability, and I'm more of the ham. I've always been very outgoing and, you know, chatty Cathy, and I find myself doing autograph sessions where I like have 20-minute conversations with each person that's in line. And TJ's just very introverted, and he's like a cat. I always compare TJ to being like a cat, because he's like, you really have to earn it with him. I'm like one of the dogs that runs up to the door, and I'm like jumping on the owner, and TJ's like a cat that's like, you know what, beat it. You'll get attention from me when I'm ready to give you attention. So he's definitely adjusted, but he's having a lot of fun on the show too.
Oh, I bet. Now, we saw you go through a lot of ups and downs in season 1. You got married, and congratulations. I loved your dress, by the way. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
And of course, you lost Gizmo, which is a huge blow, but you guys adopted Louie, which is amazing. Right. So are things going to, I know you can't give a lot away, but are things going to maybe calm down for you in season 2 a little bit? Or, obviously you've got the stuff with Summer, but can we expect a few other surprises for you?
Well, I hate to say this, but I think things are going to be heating up. I didn't plan for it to heat up so much, but Summer certainly has pushed my buttons in a lot of ways that I didn't expect. I thought I was past that, and yeah, so she definitely is going to be a new source of conflict for me. But I like to think that our show is like the Golden Girls. We usually end up working it out. I have yet to work it out with Summer. So I'm hoping that at some point Summer and I can go to Starbucks and have a caramel macchiato together and just talk things out. Because right now we're not there yet.
Well, I would hope so. You could settle it over a caramel macchiato or maybe a cheesecake, since you said the Golden Girls.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind. Like I said, Summer's got those abs and blonde hair, long legs, so I think she could use a little cheesecake.
I don't think a little cheesecake hurt anybody. And
no,
not at all. So, and like I said, I know we don't have a lot of time for you. So, just kind of one more question, and it's sort of our closing question that we ask everybody. So, what's the strangest thing a fan has given you?
Ooh, good question. Gosh, I'm just trying to think here. The strangest thing a fan has given me. Well, I would have to say I get a lot of random gifts from them. I think somebody once wanted me to sign a baby carriage, and that was really odd. I don't mind signing a baby carriage. Signing body parts is another thing. Somebody wants me to sign their forearm, and I'm thinking, are you going to get my tattoo, your name tattooed on your forearm? But somebody did actually get my name tattooed on their forearm, and one of my other fans had gotten a picture of me tattooed on her back, of me all over her entire back. So those are things that always surprise me. But I've yet to get anything like a dead animal in the mail or anything like that.
That's good.
I'm still waiting for that.
Oh no, who would send you a dead animal? That would be horrible.
Well, you never know. Sometimes people, find roadkill to be intriguing, but never anything like that. So I'm very fortunate. But yeah, we do get a lot of strange things.
I can only imagine. Only imagine. Well, Daddy, thank you so much for your time this morning. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, everybody, you can catch the return of Total Divas this Sunday at 9 p.m. on E!
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, and I hope everybody tunes in and watches the show. And obviously, WrestleMania is just weeks away, so there's a lot of drama leading up to that too. So hopefully everybody catches that as well.
Once again, a big thanks to Natty, a big thanks to E, and of course a huge thanks to WWE. And you're listening to The Rock right here on WildTalkRadio.com, and we'll be right back.
Everybody all across the map, stand up, show the world, yo, where you at? Cause I'll never back down, I can never max out, yeah, I ain't giving up, no. Now I'm back on top, and it feels so good,